Knowsy Neighbors fans, it's Jessica Cardon with Murdoch Manwaring Company, your real estate group at Keller Williams Realty East Idaho. Thank you for joining us today because we are at Mongillo Orthodontics. We're over here on the west side. This is a great local business. We're in the Westfield building, right here on the west side, right behind Albertsons on Skyline Drive. Super easy to find. You can come off Broadway. You can come off from Skyline High School. Super easy to find on the west side. And Dr. Mongillo is got a really neat office. As you come inside the door of the building, you just come right on into the building and go right up the stairs. You're going to notice all the super cute windows. Don't miss out on those. And you're going to walk right into this building and find out this is an amazing orthodontics office. So we've got Dr. Anthony Mongillo with us today.
Hi, Jessica. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, well.
Welcome to Mongillo Orthodontics.
Well, thanks so much. So, Dr. Mongillo, tell us, I shouldn't be leaning on the counter like this, but tell us.
Feel free.
Tell
Make
us
yourself
about
at home.
Mongillo Orthodontics. What makes you guys special?
Well, Mongillo Orthodontics is a company that I started here. I wanted to put my name on it because it means that much to me. When you come here, you'll see me, a board-certified orthodontist, at every visit.
What does that mean? What do you mean every visit? Why would that be unique?
Well, not every orthodontist sees their patient every visit. I believe that's very important for continuity of care, to make sure that we're really maintaining the progress that we need to see, that we're on time, and that the appropriate treatments are being rendered by the assistants. So I'm there supervising every step of the way, and I love talking with my patients and their parents, so it's a fun thing for me to do as well.
Okay, so I have a million questions in my brain, but First off, if they want an appointment, they want to find out more, where do they go to find out that information? Yeah,
so they could easily find our information on Google. Mongillo Orthodontics is a great place to find that. Our website will describe a lot about what we do, the different services that we offer.
Can they schedule online? Or do they call in?
They would call us from online, and they could submit a contact form, which would come directly to us by email, and we'll reach out as soon as we get that. So you can either call us, you can submit an email through our website. Do you guys do social media? We definitely do social media. We have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, and we keep that up to date so that it's nice and fun and engaging for our patients and their parents.
So one of the things that a lot of people with getting into dentistry is how long before they can get an appointment? Is it a long wait list?
That's a great question. No. We're able to get our patients in for an initial exam within the week. Often, if they really want to, we could even fit them in that same day.
Wow.
So our patients' time is our priority. We take great care to make sure that we get patients in, or potential patients in, as soon as possible.
So speaking of that, coming in, everybody worries about cost, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys do insurance? Do you do private pay?
Yes.
Do you do what are all the ways they can pay?
Yes.
And yes.
And yes. Yeah. So I would say the majority of our patients have insurance, whether it's Medicaid or Delta Dental, Blue Cross, MetLife. There are tons of insurances out there. We accept them all, and we're actually contracted with the majority of them. So that's an additional savings that our patients can benefit from.
Gotcha.
We accept payments by cash, credit card, check. We're not too
So if you're private pay and you don't have insurance, how can they make that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So our private pay patients without insurance, we're able to work with them financially and spread out their payments over an extended period so that they're not caught getting stuck with a huge bill all up front.
Right.
Or
they don't come in at all.
Or if they don't come in at all. Yeah, no, that would no. We want everyone to enjoy the benefits of orthodontic treatment. It's not just an aesthetic thing, and that's maybe a little bit of a misconception. But orthodontic treatment is actually more than just about looks. It's incredibly important for the longevity of teeth, so that they wear evenly and so that things fit, so that jaw joints can fit and function properly. So it's more about looks than what most people think.
Oh, makes sense.
Can I show you around the office?
Yes, let's go take a look.
Can we go this way?
I guess so.
Let's go that way. All right. So when you come
behind the desk.
When you come into the office, you'll check in here at the front desk. We got a waiting room right here with some typical waiting room things.
Look at the cute windows.
Yeah, one of our assistants is an incredible artist. She loves doing this, and these paintings change multiple times throughout the year depending on the season. We always enjoy it. Sometimes we show up, we didn't even know she did it, and it's just a fun surprise for all of us when we come in.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Super fun.
So we got some games at the front for the little kids.
Can I come in on my lunch hour and play a little Pac-Man?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Until you kick me out and say no more?
Well, I might want my turn. So.
So if they come in, so you've got this and this, but what is this room?
So this is our examination room. Our treatment coordinator works primarily in here. This is where we meet our new patients and their parents. So we'll meet them. Usually we take x-rays and photographs to start with so that we have all of the information that I can't see visually. You know, we get those x-rays done so I can check jaw joints and bone, teeth. Our patients will sit here in the chair. I'll lay them back and I'll look specifically at their jaw joints, their soft tissues in their mouth, and then I'll look at their teeth. I'll relay that information to our treatment coordinator so she can make a great record of it. And then we'll, based off of all that information, we'll make a specific treatment plan for what our patients need. We'll talk about that treatment plan, why it's the best option. We'll talk about other options. We could talk about braces, Invisalign. We can do many different things, and we'll explain why each of them may be a good option or not. In the end, we'll come up with a plan, and our treatment coordinator will go over the costs and that financial payment plan over the course of their treatment.
So that makes me think, how much does that exam cost?
So the exam is actually free. We don't charge anything for a new patient consultation. We don't start charging anyone until they've actually started their treatment. So,
Gotcha.
So that first visit, it's really no pressure. You come in, you get information, and sometimes the information is, hey, look, everything's okay, and you don't need anything right now. You know, maybe we need to see you again in 6 months or a year, but it's peace of mind knowing that you know, you've had a specialist look at your mouth and diagnose and give you the best recommendation at that time.
So you talked about that when we were thinking about it, you said you are a board certified specialist.
Right.
So I have two questions in that. Number one, what does that mean? Number two, does that mean they need a referral to come to you?
Absolutely not. You don't need a referral to come visit us.
Okay.
You can come anytime that you feel, you know, something's amiss and you want a professional's opinion. So I'm an orthodontist, and what that means is I've gone to dental school, and after dental school, I spent an additional 2.5 years in a residency focusing specifically on orthodontics. So it's a specialty within dentistry. Not all orthodontists are board certified.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, so what
Shouldn't everybody be board certified?
Well, everybody works towards that. But not everybody completes the process. To complete the process to become board certified, it's additional examinations and testing, which take sometimes years to complete. And it's an honor to be a board certified orthodontist. I will continue doing that. It's really a commitment to the profession, to our patients, to make sure that we're diagnosing appropriately, and our treatment plans are appropriate for what the patient comes in with. So you can rest
board
assured
certified is
that
a good thing.
You know, a lot of school is what it means. A lot of school and a lot of tests.
Extra school.
Yeah.
So can we, thinking of treatment, can we walk back this way?
Absolutely. Come on over.
So as we think, so we get a free initial exam.
Yes.
Right? Well, how do you know when to come in? How do I know when to come in, or how does a parent know when to bring a kid in?
That's a great question.
To an orthodontist
That's a great question.
versus dentist.
Yeah, so the American Association of Orthodontists actually recommends that a child receives their first orthodontic consultation by age 7. And the reason for that is because they're getting their first adult teeth in. And it's a great time to take an x-ray to see if there are any missing teeth, or to screen for issues like a crossbite, overjet, all kind of technical stuff that we could talk about more in depth. But by age 7, we can see some of those issues that are starting to develop, and we can intercept them before they become a more serious issue.
So you don't have to go to a dentist and say you need braces, go to the orthodontist.
Correct.
It's more than that.
Correct. Anyone could call up and say, hey, I have a kid who's 7, 8, 9, and you know, I'd just like a professional's opinion to see what's going on. We'd be happy to be their orthodontic home and help them help monitor their growth and development until the appropriate time to start. So even if we're seeing someone at 7, 8, or 9, it doesn't mean that we're going to do work. Sometimes they're just fine, and we might wait until they're 12 or 13, you know, when their adult teeth have all come in, and then just start one round of orthodontic treatment at that time.
And is that going to be something like braces or a retainer or an Invisalign?
That's a great question. So if it can move a tooth, we'll do it. I've done popsicle sticks. Yep, I can talk. Ask me about that if you want to come in sometime. Popsicle sticks, we've done retainers with little springs to help move teeth. those are probably our most inexpensive options. Obviously, the cost of a popsicle isn't very much.
Yeah.
And they taste pretty good. Braces is the tried and true traditional method of moving teeth, but we also do Invisalign. And I would say probably about a quarter of our patients choose to do Invisalign. We can do Invisalign for teenagers and adults. We would want someone who's nice and responsible, whether you're a teenager or an adult.
Because they're not permanently in there, you have to be responsible?
We want responsible people to do braces and Invisalign. And the reason for that is because braces, it takes responsibility to keep them clean. It's a lot of nooks and crannies where food can get stuck, and if you're not really on top of brushing and flossing as you should, you can actually end up with scars on your teeth. So it's important that people are responsible with their oral hygiene. So braces are always on, they're always working, but easy to break stuff off, harder to eat food, and you have to be more careful about brushing. But Invisalign, they're removable, so you don't have to be as cautious about what you're eating, or it's a little bit easier to brush and floss. However, they're removable, so we need people to remember to wear them, or else they don't work. So pros and cons to each. There's no magic wand, there's no silver bullet. It takes work and dedication, whichever route you go.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And it looks like you have lots of spaces.
Well, yeah.
So you have a pretty big staff. You say you see you every time. This is a lot of chairs to fill.
You know, I wish I could do all of the work all the time, all by myself. That would be a lot of fun. But no, I do rely on my assistants. I have wonderful staff who've been with us for years. They're very loyal. They work hard, and I couldn't do my job without them. They're great with the patients. They're excellent at explaining every step of the way, and really just so grateful that I get to work with them, and so grateful that our patients get to benefit from their service as well. So.
How long have you been an orthodontist? Because you look about 12 years old. So
thank you. Yeah. Well, I do have hearing aids, so you know I'm working on the appearance of my age. I've been an orthodontist for over 10 years now.
Wow.
And I started dental school back in 2009. It's been a lot of fun. I did dental school in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, near where I grew up.
Wow.
And I did orthodontic residency in St. Louis, Missouri, which is an awesome town. Love the barbecue. The art was awesome. A lot of cool, fun, family-friendly things to do in St. Louis.
Moved a little bit of football?
Here. Maybe. I love football. I grew up a Florida State fan. Okay?
I gotcha.
And
St. Louis is a big football town.
I did. Actually, I lived in Europe for a little while. That's something that you probably didn't know.
I did not know.
I lived in Europe during high school. I picked up rugby, and I learned French while I was over there.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Secret little things you only find out on the Nosy Neighbors. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so we've got this area. What's behind that door?
So treatment area, we have toothbrush stations for our patients. Behind that door is where a lot of the magic goes on behind the scenes, you know, our sterilization, our lab. Nothing really fancy or fun, but
nothing too exciting.
But incredibly important. So
yes.
Up to date on all of the sterilization rules and regulations, and we make sure that everything we put in patients' mouth are completely sterile. And we also have a lab back there where we process our retainers, mouth guards, and other appliances like expanders and space maintainers. So we do soldering back there. We make plastic retainers, do all kinds of fun stuff. We bend the bonded retainers that we put in for patients when they get their braces off. We make sure that everyone has clear removable retainers, and we also do bonded retainers as well. So we bend them back there before we put them in patients' mouth.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. What did we miss? What haven't we talked about of all the cool things here?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything hidden in any closets. When our patients get their braces on, we give them a welcome to the family bag, and we wish people happy birthday on that board back there. When they get their braces off, we have a really nice special surprise for getting their braces off. We give them something to eat that they shouldn't be eating when they have their braces on. I'm not going to spill it's better than popcorn.
Oh my God.
And it's from a local business. We support local. So but I'm going to leave that a surprise, because that's one of my favorite things to do is when they get their braces off, we pull out this awesome treat after their braces come off, and we thank them for the time that they've spent with us and letting us get to know them and work with them.
So that makes me think of another question. What if you started with another orthodontist? Can you switch, or do you need to stay
That's a great question.
Like if you move here or you're not happy.
No, that's a great question. We actually, I would say almost on a weekly basis, we have someone come in for a new patient exam who's moved in as far away as Alabama. Let's see, we had someone the other day from Maryland. So patients do move. I understand that. I have patients too who move out of my practice and move to other areas. We just want people to be happy and be taken care of. Yeah. And I would hope the same for another orthodontist who moving over here. We're happy to accept patients who move into the area. And if you move out of the area, we're happy to transfer your records to wherever you'd like to go. But one of the nice things about Mongillo Orthodontics is I'm the only orthodontist here. From the time you come in the door to the time you get your braces off and you get your retainers, I am going to be overseeing your treatment. There isn't going to be multiple hands in the pot.
Yeah.
And you know, that has its pros and its cons, but I'm the one.
Once you're in, you're stuck with you.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Well, this has been an awesome tour. Really fun. I love to have a good local office that you know. We've interviewed some other dentists. I love it when you know the dentist and has a small office. I think it's the best.
Locally owned, privately
Stay
operated.
Here.
It's family business. So
it's very cool. Very cool. All right.
Okay.
Check it out. All the details below. All the links to the websites are below. All the links to the social media are all below. Check it out and make an appointment with Dr. Mongillo and come in and take care of your teeth.
We can't wait to see you.
I know. We're so excited. All right. This has been Jessica Cardon, your nosy neighbor, keeping you in the know. It's Jessica Cardon, your nosy neighbor. If you'd like to know the value of your home, go to the site below or call me today.
The Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.
The Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.
The Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.
Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.